Hello, welcome to another video. So I think I'm going to call this video Getting Even. What I mean by that is I need to fiddle with my TT bike. As you'll know, you look around the triathlon scene, anybody who does a bit of triathlon has got a giant Trinity, a Cervelo P5, whatever. It's becoming more and more common. People have actually got really well sorted TT bikes. So I've got a Planet X Set 2, which I love. However, the front end of it, there's cables everywhere. It doesn't quite suit me position-wise, but you know, that's another story. So all of this, all that, external cables, all this is no good. There's nobody else that I see that runs setups like that. So I'm going to get even. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to make it more integrated. I'm going to make it work a bit better. I'm going to make it fit me a bit better. So that's how I'm going to get even. I've got some new bars to put on. I'm not going to take you through the whole how to change them and stuff because I don't really know yet, so I'll let you know how it goes. So the first thing is, if you look at these risers, that's where the Aerobar goes, that's where your pad goes on there. I can't actually change the height of these, you can't put any spaces in here or anything, so the height is the height it is. I've got lower by removing stem spacers and by getting an angled stem down, but other than that, there's no adjustment, which is alright if it fits you, but obviously something doesn't fit me, so it's not alright, so out with these. So this is under the crank of my TT bike. You can see it's all exposed. Planet X do provide you with a little cover, but I've never really put it on. I didn't put it on initially, then I just forgot. But that is now going back on because we're getting even. There we go. Probably ever so slightly more aero, but it all adds up. Angled shims on the new bars to get the pads more in line with my arm and on the bars. I've just tested them and they feel a million times better. I've only done sort of a 2-minute spin, but even in that time I would normally start getting some aches and pains, and that is massive. I need to get some flat-headed bolts and a couple of things, but yeah, getting even. Current pads, thin, a bit shit. 8mm foam, cut to shape, put nuts on the bottom, but on the side as well. So it also makes you a little bit narrower and gives you a bit of padding on the edge. So on the half distance, when I was sort of there, my arm was getting a bit sore from rubbing on the metal on the side. Not anymore. And how do you attach that? With some double-sided Velcro. Well, not double-sided Velcro. Velcro, basically, just sticky tape sticks it down. And to be sure, I'm going to chuck a load of glue on it when it's all sorted. So I've always ran Continental GP 4000s on the TT bike and probably on my road bike most of the time as well. However, when I inflate the rear tyre up to about 100-110 psi, I've noticed that it started catching on the frame. Whether just the newest batch of those GP4000s are a bit fat or not, I don't know. But I thought I can either go down to 23mm in these or try a different tyre. So as you can see, I have purchased a new set of tyres for when I did Outlaw Half, but it's okay, I'll buy another set, not a problem. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to firstly go down to 23mm so I've got no issues with tyre clearance. Secondly, try and get a bit of a faster tyre. So Continental GP TT claimed 3.5 watts a tyre equals 7 watts. Boom. Getting even. So I always used to run like a saddle bag behind the saddle, which is alright for spares, but it wasn't very aero, and it meant that I couldn't have a second bottle cage up there. So I only used to run one bottle, which presented problems with nutrition. I'd go through one bottle, then I had to pick up something on course, which is alright, but it's normally water or like an electrolyte mix. You never really get any carbs, so for going longer, I put a double bottle cage. I need to get another cage on the other side. In one side, a spares bottle, and the other side, a bottle of carb mix. So then when I use my bottle up on the front, I can then reach back, grab that, fill up with that, and I'm making my own nutrition last longer into a race. So after a little bit of fiddling, look at these lines. No, not my jawline. Integrated brake cables. Come on. They're running the handlebar, so a little bit more aero, not flapping around, no tape around them or anything. I'm going to get a bit of tape and just really tuck these up against the bar. But other than that, pretty smart, eh? Next task is to try and figure out what to do with these. So there are holes where they go into the bars down there, but these bars are actually flipped the wrong way around, so there are no holes up at the top to run them internally. However, I'm tempted to get a drill and make a little hole there. They are aluminium, so they should be okay, but I'm just not sure about putting a hole in at the top. But I'll have a think and probably go a bit DIY and see if I can do that just to run those cables inside. Okay, so hopefully you can see, that's what the armrest comes with normally, just one little bit of Velcro around there. This is what I've done, Velcro all over it, so hopefully when I get the pad on there it won't slip around at all. With these ones, they did sort of move after a while, so that's hopefully going to be a lot more permanent. So what have I used? It's It's just bog standard sort of Velcro on a sticky roll from off eBay. It costs about £2, and then some 8mm foam which I'm going to cut up and put on the pad there in one piece. So I didn't want to make this video like a how-to, but just talk you through what I did. Obviously I learned a few things, so if I can pass on that knowledge then great. Get a marker pen, get it all over your hands, draw around the foam when it's on the Aerobar pad, and then just cut around it. And then Velcro wise, use the rougher Velcro on the pad, on the armrest, sorry, and the smoother Velcro, the one that's like a little moustache, on the pad, because it moves around a lot easier, whereas that one is going to be really hard to bend. This one's a lot easier, so I'm going to stick it on now. Bosch armrest pads, done and dusted. Check them out. So I have just tested them, and they are a lot comfier than the old ones. For the grand total of about £8, I've fitted these on here. I've got enough spare for another set as well. So yeah, really good. Actual position wise, I need a bit of work on, and they don't look the neatest, but if you really wanted to know it, you could sandpaper that down or trim it down a bit more. But I do like having a bit of overlap, so that when your arm's on it, you don't lean on the metal at any point, you are just leaning on the pad. So hopefully that should be as comfy as I can get it. Another thing I did was I ran the gear cables internally as well. So these poles are actually the wrong way around, so the holes for the cable to go in was down there. So I got a magic little tool and made 2 holes at the top, run the cables in there. I don't want to hear any comments about you're going to die, it's going to be okay, I'll be alright. So yeah, another aero gain. That means the front end now is looking all nicely integrated. I'm going to get a bit of tape just to tie them fully up out of the way, but yeah, what do you reckon? That is a vast improvement, and hopefully a big step towards me getting even. There's a lot more I can do on this bike to make it more time trial specific, but for the time being, that is a decent upgrade. Obviously I'm going to put some bar tape on the ski bends. I might not bother down here, to be honest. I won't be using them on Outlaw. I probably will do it at Wales. I might leave them like that for the time being. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Any comments about time trial setup, any tips, any questions, just let me know down below. If you haven't subscribed already, then please click that button. I hope to, over the winter perhaps, really get this stripped down and build it back up with a few more trick parts on it. But for the time being, I'm well chuffed with that. So just goes to show, it doesn't always have to be expensive when you make upgrades to your bike. You can sort of DIY stuff and make it work. Laters.